What's up, guys? It's Demis Moy with iGnite News. And to be quite honest, I'm surprised at what I'm seeing right now. There seems to be some individuals here rallying together, holding signs saying, "Make America White Again." We just came to find out some more information. There seems to be a lot of Cleveland locals out here currently combating the initial motive.
I don't care what you promote, I don't care what you're trying to do here. We will always reproducing, we will always be in this country. There's no way you can get rid of us. How are you gonna make it a white America again when there's gonna be brown, there's gonna be black, there's gonna be yellow, hell, it's gonna be red for all I give a damn. We will still be here. We will not go nowhere. How are you gonna do that?
You're hurting so many people with this sign. I'm not even American. This is my first time here. Nobody ever told me I was black until I came to this country. Because where I come from, it doesn't matter. If you're a human being, that's all that matters. And this is hurtful. This is breaking people's hearts. And yet you're sitting out here justifying it with total bullcrap statistics. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? How do you think this is right? You're operating in a total power of white privilege right now. You don't know what it's like to be black in America. You don't know what it is to be a hypersexualized black woman, what it is to be followed by police. There are people getting shot in the streets. Black people are dying because of racial profiling, and yet you're gonna sit here and talk about make America white again. America isn't white, and FYI, in the beginning, it wasn't white either. And you're gonna post something that says make white again, that carries the connotations of all that hardship that we work so hard to get out of. That's totally insensitive, and if you win, I have no hope in humanity.
I asked him what exactly did he picture whenever he said that he wanted to make America white again, as in how did he see that, and he could not give me an answer, as in how he saw America being white again. Every time that I would say something, he'd bring it back to 1960s.
Tell me how my baby is confusing America. She's interracial.
I didn't say that your baby is confusing America. I said that interracial marriage is not right.
Why is it not right?
Okay, tell me, can I just ask what your goal here today is?
Well, I'm running for Congress, for the 3rd District federal congressional seat currently held by Chuck Fleischman. But at any rate, I was here to protest the Daily Banner, and I was here to also make a statement. The Make America White Again statement is intended to open up dialogue and conversation with people about the true historicity of our country and the fact that as most recent as 1965, we were 85 to 90% Caucasian in this country, and that it was through sleight of hand and treachery and deceit and even illegality that was changed to what it is today.
Can you provide some examples of this treachery and illegality?
Well, starting with the legislation that Ted Kennedy sponsored, the Comprehensive Immigration Reform Act, so that in 50 years or 60 years, your children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, your progeny, your racial demographic is going to become a minority here. Few, if any, people would have voted for that. There would have been some, liberals, self-hating liberals that would have voted for that, but very few would have. They could have in no way gotten a majority. So instead, they did it by sleight of hand. They did it by chicanery and trickery, and lo and behold, here we stand. We have now a multi-ethnic, multicultural country that is falling apart at the seams. This is just one sliver, one slice of a message that needs to be heard.
So you believe that white Americans, their very livelihood is being threatened by this emphasis on multicultural appropriation?
Well, definitely the white race, for instance, in 1965, the white race was 33% of the world population. Today it's less than 10%. So just purely from a pragmatic standpoint, if you're a white person and you are concerned about your people, your kinsmen, so if you're a person who in 50 years has seen your race go from 1/3 to less than 10% of the world's population, and you're not concerned, then there's something wrong.
This defamation of whites, essentially, and this decrease that you've noticed in the population, but it seems like that just seems to be a stark component of American history. I mean, it was founded upon the genocides of Native Americans. It was founded upon the genocides of Africans being brought over into slavery. Their population was severely decreased, and as a result, it's still the minority in this country.
The idea of America being founded on genocide of the Native Americans, I don't believe that. I don't accept that construct. I believe that men like Ward Churchill and Howard Zinn, that they have promulgated this and they've had the aid and benefit of subversive elements within our own country. And unfortunately, a lot of people who are gullible and susceptible and naive have bought into this.
Don't give me this
Let's talk about how the
garbage.
South was built on the backs of slaves,
Oh.
and America was made great because they made America great.
No,
the slavery in America was primarily race-based. It's because whites,
It wasn't in Georgia.
European Americans thought that they were superior, and there is no superiority to whites, nor is there any kind of superiority to any kind of homogeneous sort of color thing going on.
There may not be superiority.
And when did you see the massive crowd start to appear?
Well, I think it started off a very small crowd, and the gentleman that came to protest brought a very small crowd with him, and then throughout the day, I think more people started showing up, really opposing his views. So I've seen protests, but not at this level where you had just a constant, consistent crowd flowing in and flowing back out.
What is truly remarkable is the fact that despite all of this racism that we have seen today, despite all of this hard prejudice, the Cleveland community is coming together. Right behind me, you can see that they have a circle of individuals that are currently praying right now, praying for this man, praying for the nation, praying to end this racism and hate. Instead of being separated by this message, the Cleveland community is being united under one goal, under one vision.